Yo, YouTube, in this video, I want to discuss the benefits of fasting. So, again, I fast every week, and the benefits of fasting is that the greatest benefit for me, I would say, from a physical standpoint, because your reward is with God for fasting, it's not with man. And that is, it allows you to observe exactly what takes away from your energy and what adds to your energy. And that for me is the greatest benefit. So when you're fasting, it's not just fasting from food. You start to notice because you need all your energy whilst you're fasting, especially if you still have to perform. I currently perform my fast on a Monday where I still have to work, I still have to get stuff done. So I'm aware, like if I'm maybe with a woman and like some kind of argument, I don't feed into it. I don't argue, I don't shout. So you learn that these things actually take away from your energy. In the past, obviously, I believe when you fast, you're denying your flesh. So I've once been in a fasted state and had sex. Whether you hold on to your essence or not, it still drains energy. Coitus takes away from your energy. It's exercise. Typically on my fasting days, presently, I don't exercise anymore. Because I'm conserving all my energy so that I have optimal strength to do other things. So I might do like stretching and things, but I won't do my typical calisthenics, resistance training. I typically wouldn't do that on a fasting day. So that's the greatest benefit for me. And then when you start to reintroduce foods and liquids, you start to understand, after my fast, your body's clean, your body's cleansed out, so you have a new foundation. So what you put into your body, you're gonna feel the effects of it. So far, I've only eaten a watermelon. I waited about close to 50 minutes. I was busy. Then I ate a mango, and now I'm just gonna wait a little bit. You allow the food to digest, allow your body to, look, we're eating again. And then I've got 2 bananas. I'm gonna eat the bananas very, very slowly, very, very slowly. And then after I consume the bananas, obviously I'll have energy for probably about 90 minutes, 100 minutes. Whenever I feel the need, I'm gonna make some soup. And the soup is just gonna keep me going, keep me easing. And I might just have a light one solid meal. Because I believe in just one solid, strong meal a day. I don't believe in eating. And when you start fasting, you will naturally sort of begin to do that because you won't desire food. The same desire for food disappears. So you won't want to eat 3 times a day, stuffing yourself. It's just too much work on your digestive system. If you want to be light and you want to execute and you want to perform, you don't want to eat that much. 1 meal a day. So yeah, I would say that's the greatest benefit. So I want to tell this story. I told it in a different video, but I'm going to tell it again. And that's when I was fasting. I fasted and I was in Jamaica at the time. And way after I broke my fast, so this was like 6 p.m. So I break my fast usually in the mornings. So it's like 6 p.m. I was like, you know what, I'm feeling good. Let me just have a little bit of alcohol. And it was something called rum. They call rum pari in Jamaica. It's a mixture of Ray and Nephew's rum and a drink called Campari. I was drinking back then, and I kid you not, I was trying to find an example in my home, but the glass was about half this size. And I just drank a little bit. It was mixed with some kind of energy drink. And I was thinking, yeah, it felt good, whatever. Just 1 cup. And then that night, I suffered. I could feel the mucus coming out of your body because your body is clean. And that's how you know alcohol is poison. I dare you, if you think alcohol is good for you, it's okay in moderation, I dare you to fast for 36 hours and then drink alcohol the next day after you've broken your fast. You will see that alcohol is not a joke. And of course, when you fast for over 24, 30 hours, you're not going to have any bowel movements. So that's letting you know that, and if you continue to have bowel movements, that shows you've got a lot of gunk. But because I don't eat much and I'm lean and I've fasted for a long time, I don't have any bowel movements when I fast. Sometimes I don't even fall asleep when I fast as well, especially when you get used to it, if you choose a certain day and do it every time. So yeah, that's certainly the greatest benefit of fasting for me, is the fact that I'm aware of, and it's the people as well. You can go around someone and you're more susceptible to other people's energy. You're more susceptible and sensitive to the world in general. So you know the type of places you don't want to be around, the type of places you do be around. I have not been in a club in years. Like I can't go in a place like that because I'm too sensitive to energy. And I've had supernatural experiences because of that. I've had, guys, if I say on this video, you won't believe me, but fasting is one of the vehicles that took me there. So Yeah, fasting has so many benefits. And one of the things that I would say, fasting makes me feel stronger than ever. Like on my fasting days, I still go out for walks because walking is exercise. Don't forget, you don't always necessarily need to be doing push ups and pull ups to exercise. So walking is a form of exercise. And I'm just thinking, walking around, obviously, taking ego out of it, I feel like I'm strong, I'm glowing. I haven't eaten, nobody knows. I'm not announcing this to the world. Nobody needs to know that I'm fasting. I'm managing to do this and nobody knows. And that truly is a great strength. And at one point, when I was fasting more consistently a few years back, I would be going to the gym on a fasting day, just filling the time, because that's one of the challenges of fasting. The pursuit of food takes so much of our time and energy. So when you're not doing that, it's like you've got so much time and energy. And then you realize, oh, wow, I'm kind of bored. And eventually, sometimes I'll read the holy books. I read some holy books. I've got loads of books. And the best book that I've got, let me not say the best, but obviously it's the Kindle, because I've got a whole library on here. I've got my own books that I've written and things like that. So I do that, but eventually you don't want to read anymore. Or you do something, you watch a show, you don't really want to pollute your mind when you're fasting as well. You don't really want to pollute your mind. And what I mean is that short form content in excess destroys your brain. I advise you to not utilize short form content, music in excess and watching shows, because you're not going to hear the voice of God if your mind is polluted and your mind is constantly filled with stimulation and dopamine. Do your best to not do those things. But yeah, I hope I've imparted some wisdom. I hope I've said something that perhaps has made you change your perspective. That's what I seek to do in everything and with everyone I speak to change their perspective on something.